Imagine a timeline where Serbia didn't lose to NATO in the 1999 Kosovan War. Imagine a timeline where Serbia still exercises their control over Kosovo. Well, my friends, that timeline surely exists, or sort of, here in the city of Mitrovica. Today it's split into two regions, the Albanian South and the Serb North. This strange yet concerning anomaly was created during what we know now as the breakup of the former Yugoslavia. In 1999, the Serbs refused to surrender to the NATO bombing campaign and continues to do so. And it now has control over its currency system, it refuses to use the euros.
Do you take euros? No euros.
It has its own language and education system.
Oh, don't film me, I just want to extra something.
Serbs did stuff. Yeah, they sure did.
But not as much as Albanians.
Conflict is very much alive in this quarter here.
Kosovo is not a country.
And the number plate system, which could have caused a regional conflict. And it still pretty adamantly waves the flag of Serbia, despite being within the borders of Kosovo. The city was divided into two when during the war ethnic Serbs moved to the north of the city and the ethnic Albanians to the south. And the only thing separating these entirely different worlds was a river and a bridge. Okay fellas, we're about to cross a bridge that many people have warned me against travelling to. And crossing this bridge will literally feel like walking across a DMZ. These tensions till today have created one of the most volatile and unpredictable cities within Europe, with terror attacks and violent clashes becoming a regular occurrence within any single moment. As history has shown us, these two regions can more than likely reignite another Balkan crisis. So much so that NATO forces can actually be seen scattered everywhere. So join me in this daring mission of crossing the deadly bridge of Mitrovica. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived in Mitrovica. So, this street is funnily enough named after Kemal Atatürk, but it's also the place where the modern Turkey recently built a massive mosque. And the reason you can tell this is evidently Turkish is because it's got two minarets. Usually the Ottoman mosques in the Balkans just have one minaret, but here there are two. I don't know about you, but Ottoman water just tastes all that much better than normal water. Okay fellas, we're about to cross a bridge that many people have warned me against travelling to. So all throughout this area are scattered NATO forces to keep the peace, because during the war obviously there was ethnic cleansing. So in the city of Mitrovica you can see the conflict, the impacts of the conflict most prominently. And so as I cross this border now, essentially it's a border, you will see a completely different world to what the south is in Mitrovica. It's one of the most famous bridges here for very bad reasons, and even till this day there are terror attacks, there are it's very much a tense place. And so if there's ever going to be a renewal of the Balkan conflict, this probably will be the first instance or the first theatre where that conflict will happen. And during the past couple of years there's been incidents here as well, in terms of the Serbs not wanting to actually fully join into the Albanian quarter. And so literally as we cross this bridge now, many people have warned me against. I have been to Mosul, I've been to Baghdad, but there's something about this which doesn't feel quite right. But anyway, let's see how it is. And so literally this is a completely different part of not the world, of Kosovo. So that's one of the NATO forces here. And so as we come across the border, we will literally see Serb flags. And so this is one of the Serb enclaves that refused to surrender to the NATO bombing, and still persist in using the Serb dinar. So you can't use euros here, which is the currency in Albania. So let's see what things are like. And the language has already changed as well. Right, I'm probably going to get lynched here because I obviously look out of place, but we'll see how things look. This place does feel a little bit dead. It's not as many people as you can see in the south. Many of them have actually left it, but still this place is very much part of Serbia. This is crazy, a completely different atmosphere here. I can't believe how many flags there are. I thought Albanians were quite patriotic. I've got to keep it low profile. Real quick, in front of me here is a Z. The Z is symbolic of the Russians in Ukraine. So these guys are quite supportive of that. Obviously you have to be a little bit careful. These fellas support Russia's invasion of Ukraine. So you'll see a lot of Zs here, you'll see a lot of Russian flags as well. Compared to in the Albanian quarter where you can find a lot of Ukrainian flags and a lot of support for Ukraine, which makes sense really. And also plastered everywhere is the slogan Kosovo je Serbia, which is Kosovo's part of Serbia. Conflict is very much alive in this quarter here. Once again, another Z, another symbol of the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Now, I mean, I've got to admit, I do feel kind of safe here. Like, I've not had any dirty looks or anything. Even though I'm standing out like a Belisha beacon, maybe they just don't care.
Do you take euros? No euros. Okay, bye bye.
Clearly they don't use euros, it's just Serb dinars, as you can tell with the price. Well, my friends, isn't this something? I love, and I assume that spells Mitrovica in Cyrillic, I think. Have a look at this.
Notice here how number plates in the rest of Kosovo have the Kosovan flag and the map of Kosovo on the number plates. But here you can see where the Kosovo flag should be, a white sticky tape has been plastered over it. Almost as a bitter way of saying we don't recognize that Kosovo is a country despite them living in Kosovo itself. And it just shows today, even after how many years it's been, 23 years, the conflict is still as alive as it was back then. And still, till this day, they continue to push this narrative that Kosovo should still be Serbian. A debate which has been going on for literal centuries. Find out more in the comment section below.
Notice how the sign Kosovo, this guy's got it here. Notice how it's been taped up, and this is a thing you find a lot here. A lot of the number plates, they cover up the map and the name of Kosovo, because obviously they deny that it exists and it should be part of Serbia. I have something else to show you. So there's graffiti everywhere, and one of them is NATO go home. Over here. I love it. I mean, I do hate NATO as well, so we have a mutual hatred for NATO. So I assume that's where you get your money changed, from euros to Serb dinars. That's amazing. It truly is its own ecosystem.
Look very carefully at what is on the left of me, behind me. I somehow walked past it, but now that I'm editing, I can see what it is, and I'm like, oh my god, as if I walked past that. So the shape layer on the right, but that is Crimea. I was like, oh wait, that's Crimea. Behind it is the Russian flag. So this graffiti was probably made in 2014, when Russia actually annexed Crimea off Ukraine. And then you see the Russian flag like morphing into the Serb flag, which essentially the Serb flag is just the Russian flag flipped on its head. And then you have Kosovo in the map. This is a way of the Russians and the Serbs acknowledging that they have a link. One, because they're Slavs, and two, because they believe that NATO wrongly took land from them, essentially. So the Russians say that Crimea was always part of the Soviet Union, and the same way the Serbs say, oh, Kosovo is always part of Serbia, even though the Serbs are the minority in Kosovo.
Nemamo potrebe da budemo rusofili, jer smo mi Srbi, a svakom je Srbinu Rus, brat!
Anyway, after that, I stumbled across two children who were chasing me. I thought at first they were people about to finally lynch me, but they were asking me, YouTuber or YouTuber?
Say hello.
Hello.
You live here?
No, I'm Serbia. It's Serbia, no Albania.
Okay, what do you think about Mitrovica? What do you think about this?
It's beautiful. It's beautiful place.
Yes, yes. And when did you learn English? Your English is good.
No,
From movies, TV shows.
School teacher teach me.
What do you think about Albanians?
Albanian.
Yes.
I don't love him.
You don't like? Why?
Kill Serbian.
Don't film me, I just want to ask you something.
Yeah.
I think I seen you somewhere. Do you have a channel with you? I think I do have seen you. Can I...
You probably wouldn't have. I don't have that many.
No, I'm sure I've seen you. Can you put your name here?
So are you from Mitrovica?
Oh yeah, I'm from here.
Can I ask you some questions? How are you doing?
My name is Dimitri.
Dimitri, how are you doing?
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Daniel.
Daniel. My name is Harris. Nice to meet you. Yes, Harris.
A very, very beautiful name.
Thank you.
So what are you doing here?
So I'm a journalist, so I've come here I go to different countries, document the culture, the people, see how life is like.
I see.
Yeah.
That's very cool actually.
I love it, it's great.
This is my other friend.
Hello,
Nice to meet
how are you doing?
Mateo.
What's your name?
Mateo.
Martin. My name is Harris.
So, if I heard right, you're from England, no?
Yes, correct.
Correct. Which part?
Manchester.
Oh, that's somewhere nice.
Yes. Do you support Manchester United? Have you heard of it?
Yeah, we heard
I'm not
it.
a big fan of Champions League and
The
you.
English teams are terrible anyway, so it's fine. So I wanted to ask you, how is life here? And be honest, you don't need to...
Okay.
Hoćeš ti da pričaš, ja da pričam?
Ajde.
Ja sam pričao, važi, okay. Here you have my permission. Life around here, I can tell you, on a daily basis, it's pretty peaceful. There aren't any conflicts, as you might heard of. Only on the major events, like elections and other things, but everything else is generally peaceful.
It doesn't make any difference. It's a small town and it's actually very peaceful.
In southern part of Kosovo, like Prizren, Gračanica, and all those things, there aren't a lot of Serbs. Chypria also. Those towns were taken overpopulated by Albanians, which is not bad.
In 1800s.
Okay, pusti to sad, nebitno je. But in northern part, there are a lot more Serbs than Albanians.
Yeah. Do you ever occasionally cross into the south? And how do you feel?
Yeah, we do. South of Mitrovica, really close, there's Waikiki, as you might have heard in other stores. We as Serbs go there, we don't have any problems with them. It's okay because they are often preoccupied by their business.
So would you say how do you feel about Albanians? Do you like them or do you not? It's a tough question to answer.
I mean, it's a tough question to ask. You can't really dislike any nation, but as a Serb, I'm gonna say they're a normal nation. I don't specifically like them and I don't specifically don't like them. They are between and between.
If a person is being rude to me, angry about something I did, if it's okay thing, of course I'm going to dislike them. Albanians is Albanians, I do not dislike. As you go to south, it's kind of a mess here. There aren't a lot of Serbs down there, and you have a lot of I wouldn't say racism, but
like nationalism,
ethical bullying, as you might say.
And what do you think about Kosovo itself? What do you think about the nation? Who do you think should have it? Or that's another tough question, I know.
That's not the question for us.
No.
Kosovo is not a country.
Okay.
That's all can I say.
That's all you can say. What do you recommend going here? Is there any nice places to go, like any historical places just in this city?
There is actually
What is this statue here?
It's a knez, but it's a small version of a king.
I assume he fought against the Ottomans, or?
Yeah, he fought against the Ottomans.
You know about
1400s.
The Battle of Kosovo.
Yes.
So he was the king or the ruler.
He was the leader of Serbia.
He was the ruler in that part of Serbia, and he was the leader on that.
And when was this built? Like a long time ago, or was it recent?
In 2016.
Okay.
In 2016, it was finally rebuilt. It was built for a few months. As you see, he points to Gazimestan, the place where it happened all. Because they are all things that we are proud of. As we said, Kosovo is a heart of Serbia because they are all churches and monasteries and all of that. Serbs are, of course, Christians, so it really hurts us when you see that our churches in the southern part of Kosovo are being in the Albanians' territory. So, and a lot of churches were destroyed in 1999. So. We can't ever forget that.
Yes, definitely. Hey, thank you very much.
Don't believe me, but I think about 22 more churches were destroyed.
Yeah.
Some were burned to ground.
Yeah. And do you think this is potentially on both sides of the coin? Do you think the Serbs also did stuff, or do you think it's mostly from the Albanians?
Serbs did stuff. Yeah, they sure did,
but not as much as Albanians. But
let me tell you something. Serbs did stuff. Sure did. Albanians did too. The only thing that separates them two, who write it down. Albanians have more evidence than us, what we did, and we as the Serbs didn't care as much about that, didn't write it down, didn't have evidence. We can't put blame on them because we can't
provide evidence or like written.
Provide evidence, yes.
Yeah.
So it's not written in books. We didn't publish it. We didn't nationalize it. We didn't show on TV. We didn't talk about it. So we can't.
I think we did actually in 1999, but
we did, but not as much as them.
Because I think NATO burned it in 1999 when it was the
big war.
Also, is it snowing?
No, it's raining.
Looks like snow.
It's kind of like
it's crazy weather. Do you want to go now?
Yeah, if you don't mind. Yeah.
So I'm gonna show you a way.
Yeah.
If you need any help.
No problem. You guys are really helpful. I appreciate it.
No problem. We don't get this many chances because.
Yeah. Definitely.
This is not really common thing here, but
of course
you can find pretty good people here.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not racist, but they look people differently because
maybe they're curious. Yeah.
They're not racist.
Yeah.
They don't speak about racism.
No.
It's 2023.
It's a no-go. No-go.
Let's go around.
Yeah.
There's a party here.
When are we doing the party?
No, it's the fourth year of gymnasia.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Graduation.
Graduation. They're celebrating it.
Nice. So this was built in 2005 to compensate for the one that was like partitioned into the Albanian zone.
Saint Sava Church was in the southern part of Mitrovica, which was divided in 1999.
Yeah.
So North Mitrovica, Mitrovica is general, was divided into northern and southern part, which southern part became the Albanian territory, while the northern was popularized by Serbs, which immigrated from the south. And we needed a new church, so this one was built in 2001. Then it started. The construction was finished in November, I think, 2005.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Massive.
You need to look it from person.
Yeah.
So,
are you off now?
Yeah, I'm off now. I need to go home and.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the little tour. Keep in contact as well.
We'll do.
We're here too. Come on.
Okay, see ya. And you too, my friend, you too.
So it's not a lot of stairs, but for some people
No,
it's
this is nothing.
I know, but for some people it's quite hard to climb up.
But I love how it's like on top of the mountain. Amazing views. So do you class yourself as Orthodox? Are you a Christian?
Yeah, we are Orthodox Christians.
Is it like popular for people to be Christians here?
I think almost everybody here is Christian.
Wow.
I would say so. So this is the church.
Wow.
This is the backside.
Yeah. That right there is a Yugoslav monument for the miners who died up above there. I mean, it represents the weird architecture that Yugoslavs had. Here's the church.
We can go to the church, but the...
No camera. Okay, we're climbing up literally a hill to a Yugoslav era monument. That's amazing, look at that.
The monumentary to people, to our miners who died, like in the war.
In the war?
Yeah.
Which war?
The 1999 one.
Is it not from the Yugoslav period?
Yeah, it is from Yugoslav period.
Yeah.
You know, when I was little, I always thought I could climb it.
Yeah, good luck doing that.
To be honest, I always thought that you could climb up to the ball, kind of like thing. This thing here is a cemetery.
Yeah, graveyard, yeah.
You can see if you come closer.
Ah, yeah.
All the names written here from people who died.
Yeah.
1959.
And you can see star here, so it's Yugoslavian thing.
Yeah.
Ah.
From the Socialist
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Republic of Yugoslavia.
Oh. You wanna see the town view now?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Over there, that blue building.
Mm-hmm.
You see, it
Yeah.
has a red line on it.
Yeah.
It's called Three Towers.
Wow, check this view out.
Beautiful.
Incredible. In England, we don't have hills. We don't have these mountains. Everything is flat.
No way.
Yeah, yeah.
For real?
Yeah. So we don't have we do have mountains, but they're very, very far away.
It's like a countryside town.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
In the middle of the hills.
Mm-hmm.
You see a hill there, hill
Hill
there,
there.
hill there.
Is it like actually divided, or is it just people just say it's divided? Like, is it politically divided?
Politically, it's not divided, but people say it's divided.
So people just say, okay, this is divided. It's not an actual like a border.
But it's still not a border, but it can be.
Yeah.
You see, that's a stadium over there,
Yeah.
and that's a pool Olympic. You see?
Ah.
I don't think you see it over there.
yeah.
There's
I see
also
it.
water park. Yeah, not sure.
Water park there.
Wow. Who would have thought?
Sorry, I have never been.
Well, those guys were really nice. I think one of the reasons why is because they've never seen a tourist here in Mitrovica. So he said he's seen one before, but it was about 10 years ago. So I guess I am the first tourist. No, probably not the first tourist, but I'm definitely one of the few tourists who have come here. And I use tourist with a quotation mark. I don't see myself as a tourist. Anyway, we gotta head back. It is actually our final day. Bus is in, not bus. Our flight is in exactly 6 hours, so we have to make it back to Pristina, to home, England. Okay, but this has been Harris from Mitrovica.